Welcome back to the Entertainology Podcast. My name is Gabe, and I am here with a very special guest. It is none other than my brother Michael. How's it going, brother?
Hello.
It is good to have you here after what? Over like 70 episodes, and I hadn't even had my own brother on. That's crazy. That's awesome. But so we have a pretty good treat here for everybody today. We are going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Wow. This movie means quite a bit to me, and I'm sure to you too as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
You, when's the first time you watched this movie? Was it when you were like younger?
Actually, I watched it with Mom.
Oh, really?
At the Wisconsin house.
Oh, okay. That was a long time ago.
It was.
That was like, what, 12 years? Man, it's been a while.
It's been a bit. She was watching it. I had to be like 13 or something.
Oh, wow. Dude,
So you had to be like 9.
Oof. Yeah. I my first encounter was actually, I had played the Lego Star Wars game, right? And then I finally actually sat down and I seen that there was like on Dish Network, we had Dish back then, and they were having a Star Wars marathon, and that's when the first time I actually watched Star Wars, when I was on the Dish Network watching it on TV.
How old were you?
For the first time. Oh man, I had to have been like 9 or 10, 11 years old, somewhere around there.
We saw it around the same time.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, and I know you remember the Lego Star Wars game too, right?
Oh, yeah. I bought them remastered for the PS5.
Oh, actually. Nice. Oh, geez. Like the remastered version, or like the new one that they did, like the new one that came out?
I don't know what it is, but it has episodes, pretty sure 1 through 6.
Okay.
And then
1 through 6.
it might have 7, 8, and 9.
Okay, I think you're talking about the one that they redid then.
I think it says Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the newer one and I'm almost finished with it. I'm on episode 8, the one that you don't like, but but no, it was it's been real fun to play that one. But anyway, back to this movie. I know that it's definitely a classic. I know a lot of people out there. They have definitely seen this movie at least once, and even if they haven't seen the newer movies, they've at least seen this movie from what I have seen and understood. So
yeah, at least 4, 5, and 6.
Oh yeah, everybody starts with the original trilogy. Yeah. So what's your favorite part about The Empire Strikes Back? Because I know there's definitely like a lot of things that happen in this movie. And actually, before you answer that question, I want to just do a quick little summary to maybe kind of help the people at home just kind of remember what The Empire Strikes Back is all about. So here's a quick little summary. It says this here. After the Empire overpowers the Rebel Alliance, Luke Skywalker begins his Jedi training with Yoda. At the same time, Darth Vader and bounty hunter Boba Fett pursue his friends across the galaxy. Wow. That's pretty cool. So back to that question. What's like your favorite part about this movie? Like what gravitates you to like watch this movie?
I've got 2 favorite pieces of this movie.
Okay.
I think one being because it's funny.
Yes.
And it's the introduction of Yoda.
Yeah.
Especially when Luke sees the little green guy, and he's like, "I'm looking for a great warrior." And then Yoda just starts eating his snacks.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh.
Second being that ending fight between Vader and Luke, where they have that, Luke, I am your father.
Oh yeah.
Or no, I am your father.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Luke.
Right.
Yeah.
That actually kind of gets a little twisted in the a lot of people remember it being, oh, Luke, I am your father, but it's actually, no, I
Yeah.
am your father. I mean, yeah, that's so true. And just for a moment there, like I think about, I couldn't imagine like the first time. I don't remember the first time I watched this actually. I know, of course, it was like on Dish TV, whatever, but I forgot like my reaction to when I found out that that was his father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for a lot of people, I mean, probably including yourself, I'm sure like it was like, whoa, that's crazy. You know?
Yeah. I wish I had gone into the movie not knowing that had happened,
Mm-hmm.
but I found out some way.
Oh.
Sure, just from seeing like I'm sure I lost my uh I guess virginity of knowing that
Oh, okay.
from
Okay.
a meme or something
Oh,
dumb like that
okay.
on Facebook or
Gotcha.
MySpace back then.
Oh yeah, I know, man. Oh jeez. Where do the years go? Shoot.
Mhm.
This movie came out in 1980, and that was over 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, it still looks fantastic. Right?
Especially this one.
Yeah.
That 4K Ultra
Oh yeah.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, absolutely. The 4K version of this movie, man, it just blows you away, let me tell you. Shoot, man, it looks so good on the TV for sure. But yeah, I mean, can you imagine like back in 1980 sitting in the theater? I mean, this movie was ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the movie?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess I could pick one favorite part too. But I mean, like, what I enjoy about this movie is like, there's like so many things happening from like the Battle of Hoth to like the epic chase throughout the galaxy. We get to see the planet city in the sky, Bespin, and then but I would say definitely is that ending scene, the big fight between Luke and Darth Vader. That is definitely a fight I think that a lot of people were hoping for. I think back in the day, and even though it was over 40 years ago, like they filmed this, it's still so satisfying to watch. I think. I mean, it's a lot better than the fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi in Episode 4. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Significantly better.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they learn from their mistakes, I guess you could say. Although that's still a great movie too, but
It's a good movie.
yeah.
Not as good as 5.
Yeah, not as good as 5. Why do you think people tend to gravitate more towards Episode 5?
I think in a lot of just literature, good guys always win at the end.
Oh yeah.
Always,
Yeah.
like
That's true.
in some way, it gets to the
Yeah.
end, and good prevails. But I feel like the end of 5 does not end like that at all, because it ends with Han Solo, imprisoned by Boba Fett.
Right. Carbonite.
It ends with Luke Skywalker missing a hand.
Yeah. That's true.
It ends with Luke Skywalker finding out that Darth Vader is his father. Like, it just, evil prevailed for sure at the end of this movie. And I feel like that's out of the norm. And that's why a lot of people prefer 5, just because it's different.
Right.
It's fresh.
It is different. Yeah, that's right. And I you know what, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I think one of the big deals is that like the villains kind of take the win here. Because in Episode 4 you see like the Death Star got destroyed, the heroes are winning, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of Episode 5, you're right. Yeah, Han Solo is taken prisoner. Luke Skywalker got his hand cut off. I mean, it's not looking good for the rebellion right now.
No.
It's not.
Back in the 80s,
yeah.
You can't think you can't go on Google and search what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. That's
you can't you can think about what could happen, but you're going to have to wait 2 like a year or two for episode 6 to come out.
Right.
It's kind of like me waiting right now for Dune 3.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
I could read the book,
right,
but I don't think it'd be the same.
Could read the book. That's right. There's a lot of books out.
I actually own all 6 and have read none.
Oh wow. They're just up for decoration at this point.
At this point, yeah.
Oh geez, man. Well, yeah, but yeah, you got a strong point there. I mean, I can't imagine being back in the day having to wait 3 years, or the Return of the Jedi to come back out to see the conclusion of the epic trilogy. But we didn't know that at the time. Of course, it was going to continue. But I mean, I can't imagine, and I guess we're kind of blessed to just be able to pop in the next disc and see what happens next. Mm-hmm. Although I think it takes a step down, but yeah, because I mean,
it's fun to wait sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Like the hype, the build up. I remember when the newer Star Wars movies were coming out. I remember the hype. Oh man, it was just crazy.
I remember for 7, me and a friend went on the Thursday opening night. Waited until 2:30 in the morning to watch.
Oh,
I don't think we got home till 5.
Oh, geez,
or something.
That was The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that was I think at the AMC.
Nice.
Next near us.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely. I'm glad that still kind of happens around here nowadays. But although a lot of movies now have like Thursday night premieres. They kind of got rid of like the midnight, which I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that because
I get sleepy.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. You get sleepy, and you got all sorts of. But the anticipation is also there too, and it's like, oh, cool. You get to watch this movie at midnight. It's like it's something special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta buy tickets 6 months ahead of time.
Right. And then the only thing is like, oh no, it's 3 a.m. and now I gotta drive home.
Yep.
Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to episode 5. One thing that is interesting here is that I just want to just touch on real quick is a lot of people complain like, when they watch a movie, they don't realize that a lot of movies have all sorts of genres in them. Mm-hmm. And what I love about Star Wars is it has everything in it, and especially Episode 5. I mean, you have the action, you have the adventure. I mean, you could even say there's a little bit of a scary aspect to it, like when Luke enters the underground, the Dark Force world. Oh. All of a sudden, Darth Vader comes out, and
in his dream.
In his dream, yeah. And then you could say like the part where like Han Solo lands into the big worm, and then all of a sudden a giant squid appears on the screen and scares the heck out of you. I mean, there's those type of things that happen, but like also there's romance in this film too. There's so much stuff, and that's why I love this movie. Yeah, it's got everything in it. You know what I'm saying? Would you like agree with that or?
Yeah, you just said romance, and I just thought about the incestuous kiss.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez, yeah. That was like, okay, that's a little okay, but I didn't know what to think about that. But a lot of people also agree. I've talked to people about that too in real life, and they were like, "Yeah, that shouldn't have happened." But it's because I don't think they had developed the story fully yet. Like, no. I don't know. They should have maybe like did like a roadmap, 4, 5, 6.
I think I think I read somewhere that it was a last minute add-on. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, it wasn't like a romance kind of thing. It was more of a trying to make Han Solo jealous kind of thing.
Yes, it was.
So Not saying that it's cool or whatever.
Right. No. Yeah, I know.
I get it, I guess.
Yeah. I gotcha.
As someone that watches Game of Thrones, I have no... I can't judge.
Okay. By the way, have you finished the series yet?
Of what?
Of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I have that on my list. I'd like to eventually watch that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know it's a lot.
A lot of episodes.
Some friends have told me about it too, and they're like, "Yeah, you should probably watch that." I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta watch that." But right now, I have bigger fish to fry. So, like the new season of Squid Game, yeah, or the Star Wars series that have come out. I haven't seen the Ahsoka yet, or
Ahsoka's really good.
yeah, or the newer one, the
Bad Batch.
The one that had the live action one, the one that got bad reviews. It starts with an A, I think. Alokite or something like that. I could have completely butchered that name, but
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I just don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. It starts with an A though. I swear it does, but oh well. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's what I mean. I definitely recommend this to anybody. I heard somebody say this. I don't remember who it was, but if you've never seen a Star Wars film and you're not interested in watching the entire series, but want to know about it, just watch episode 5. It's got everything you need. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say if I had to pick one Star Wars movie for a new Star Wars person to watch, it would be 5.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Someone told me that it was episode 5 that got them into being a Star Wars fan. That's how much power it holds.
I'd say the same for me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Rewatching them as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Rewatching 4 just felt like nostalgia. But then watching 5, I was like, man,
blown away.
I love Star Wars.
Yeah. I know, right? It's just fantastic. Star Wars is just amazing. It's a great series, but like every great series, it may have its ups and downs, But I think in an overall perspective, it's a great series to get into. And if you think about it, from episode 1 to 9, this is kind of like the midway point, number 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right in the middle. And just every time I watch it, I'm just blown away by what I'm seeing on screen. And I'm just very happy that even over 40 years later, it still holds up pretty good to this day.
Definitely. If they had like a Star Wars weekend or something at a movie theater, I would go see 5.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'd go see all 3 movies.
Or all 9.
I don't know if they do all 9. I did see in Milwaukee, they did have one where they put, I think it started at like noon on a Saturday. It played every single Star Wars movie, 1 to 9.
Geez.
And I don't know what time that had to have ended.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's an all day thing for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely an all day thing. Oh gosh. Okay. Wow. One thing I wanted to ask about was it's kind of interesting because if you remember the prequel trilogy, Yoda is like completely different than what you see here.
Yeah.
And a great thing for me to say about that in defense of Star Wars is like, well, you see here, Yoda is a lot older. And so even he looks older, but in reality, we know he was a puppet, but it looked better than the prequel trilogy, but
I think he's a little senile. Is that what you're saying?
Like a little cuckoo or something?
Yeah, are you saying that's why he was a little funny? Okay.
No. I'm just defending it because I know some people will attack Star Wars for that reason or attack this movie for that reason. Like it just doesn't make sense because the prequel trilogy, he's all jumping around, trying, fighting the Emperor, and now what's going on here?
And he's like, "Ooh, snacks I must eat."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep. He was hungry, man. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Or the Yoda backpack is very iconic.
Yeah, it is very iconic. Yeah, that is very iconic. And I mean, I just love the way like the puppet just looks, I don't know, it just looks fantastic. I don't know how else to say.
It looks like a...
Well, I mean, maybe I understand. I feel like sometimes I understand maybe the eyes are a little droopy, you know? But I mean, I don't know. I think it looks, because I just remember the year it was made and how far they've come, you know?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff is pretty cool, like the AT-ATs being stop motion.
Yeah,
is really cool. I think.
Yeah.
I think in these especially, like the Blu-ray versions where they like redid some scenes.
Oh yeah,
that is something I'm glad they kept in there. Is the stop motion, because I feel like it looks really cool. It's iconic.
It does.
It's impressive. Stop motion is very time consuming.
Yeah.
Very hard to do.
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't replaced with CGI.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
And same with Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely had that option to do that. But of course they chose not to, which was a great idea. Because there's some things that in episode 4 that you just have to turn around. And in episode 6 you just have to like fast forward because it looks very outdated. Because the CGI back then was just not good. Even because they redid the Blu-rays like in 2010. And the CGI was still kind of going out, and yeah, it just doesn't look good. Some things, yeah. But I'm glad they kept that in too. Yeah, it looks really nice. Looks really nice, and especially those moments where the brighter scenes, like you can definitely tell, like it looks much way better. Yeah. So, did you know that they actually created that scene with the Yeti? Because I think Mark Hamill had gotten into some sort of accident.
He got into like some crazy car accident or something.
Yeah. So they had to kind of like make something in the movie to explain his scarring or something like that.
Oh, that's why they added the Wampas?
Yeah.
That
Yeti,
it is
right?
Wampa, right?
No, the Wampa is the thing they get on. Like that horse, that donkey looking thing. I think so, right? I don't know. I could be wrong. We might have to look it up, but
yeah, I think the Wampa's the big Yeti.
Okay, maybe it is. Then what's those llama looking things? I don't know.
I think it's Tartar, but I might be wrong.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. You're right. Yeah. I'm the one that's dumb here. Okay, yeah.
I could be wrong too.
It could be no. I think it's Tam Tams or something.
Tam. Okay.
I don't know.
So two small words put together.
Okay. Yeah. It could be one or the other. I don't know. All right. You guys know what we're talking about anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah. One other thing I'd like to touch on here is I know that some people think that he was maybe misused here. But what do you think about the new character that's represented here, Boba Fett?
I'm not a fan of Boba Fett.
Oh.
In general.
Okay.
I think he kind of appears in the movie for a total of 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it's down there for sure.
And then he dies at the beginning of the next movie. He's not impressive in any way.
Well, he dies.
He dies.
See my quotations if you're hearing this, but shoot.
He should have.
You've seen the TV show.
I'm just saying, if he had gotten eaten by the Sarlacc,
you'd be okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, you'd be all right with that. Okay.
I don't mind.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they just kind of, even looking back on it today, some people say that episode 5 and 6 don't treat him justice.
I would say, if I knew his background, which I don't know if there was any media with Boba Fett
right
prior to the movie, but if there was and they were looking forward to like him representing that and he didn't, I'd be upset too. But me personally, I never had that, so I don't.
Right.
His representation to me is in the movie, so there's just I've got no love for him, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I understand.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, I think, but I do like how the TV show kind of expanded upon his.
I will say the TV show
thing.
made me like him more.
Yeah. So I appreciate that about Star Wars, but yeah, it was still nice to see him either one way or another. But one thing I do want to also touch on is, of course, the iconic character of Darth Vader, the one who's on the poster behind you, because I love him so much. So yeah.
The one that's tattooed on my arm.
Oh, really? Wow, I forgot about that. That's nice. Should we pop up a picture? Oh, wow. That is nice. You got some love for that guy, man.
Oh,
you got
yeah.
some love for that guy. I want to say, I don't know if he's the best, like top, but I want to say Darth Vader is definitely one of the best villains in movie history.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's just the the move from Anakin.
Oh yeah.
To Vader.
Oh,
just involves so much like betrayal and like love, trust. Like, it's just a really cool story.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
and then for it to come right back, I thought that was like perfect for his character.
Yeah.
Even if at sometimes he's kind of not a great person.
Yeah. But, right. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. I can completely understand that. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking at from episode 1 to 6, he's got such a great story arc from Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader, and it's just great to see. Especially this movie definitely emphasizes a lot on who Darth Vader is. Because in episode 4, unfortunately, we only got like 10 minutes of screen time. And in this one, he's got a lot more, like probably like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot to do here. A lot to do. But I know that the big thing is he's trying to recruit his son.
Yeah.
To fight on the dark side with him. And man, I wonder, honestly, what a twist it would have been if instead of Luke jumping off, he would have joined his father. Wow.
I'd be cool.
Really? Wow.
I mean,
that would have been.
I like how it is right now, but I would have been cool to see like that explored.
Yeah.
In like, I don't know, a fan made video or something. That'd be pretty cool.
I guess we need to hit up Doctor Strange in this.
Yeah, alternate universe.
Yeah.
Comic book would be cool.
Yeah.
I would read that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But yeah, I mean, I know that I feel like if I was in Luke's, shoes, like it would be hard for me to be like, man, what do I do now? Like, do I join him? Do I join my father? Do I try to change him, or do I just kill him? Like there's so many things that, and that's probably what Luke Skywalker was thinking about as well.
Yeah, and at this point, he's not a Jedi still. So he's like, I feel like he's not in the right mindset to make a decision like that. So I feel like the decision he did make was spur of the moment kind of thing. Yeah. Because even Yoda tells him like, "Don't go fight Vader. You're not ready. Like you're not a Jedi."
That's right.
And he's like, "No, I'm gonna go fight him."
Yep, that's right, man. Oh, geez, yeah. So. Yep. I mean, he's just doing it to save his friends because he really, I mean, he's kind of developed a great relationship over the past movie and a half, I guess you could say, with Chewbacca and Han Solo and Princess Leia and the droids, So he wants to save as many people as he can, But that's just the way he is. I think that's almost kind of like I kind of want to say maybe that's the heart of the Jedi almost. So just kind of save as many as they can. Keep the peace in the galaxy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yeah, I'm not blaming him, but I'm also kind of curious. What if he did stay to complete his training? You know.
I feel like he might have become, say, a more powerful Jedi, but also his friends would have probably died.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a decision that's ultimately up to him.
Huh. Yeah.
Because I don't know how much more Yoda could have taught him before he dies. You know.
Oof. Yeah. And his time is coming too, so
Yeah.
yeah. But we know the reason why he ended up there in the first place. He felt like he needed to exile himself.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't defeat the Emperor. So that's why he was stuck on that gunky swamp. And it probably changed him a lot. It probably changed him for sure.
Maybe that's why he's so funny.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
agree.
It's interesting because like when you first watch this movie, it's like I can't believe this is Yoda. Like the first 5 minutes you see Yoda, I'm like, what is this guy doing? Going into his bag and trying to eat his snacks and like what's going on here? Oh my gosh, jeez. And then when he reveals himself in the hut, he's like, I cannot teach him. And Ben Kenobi is like, well, I don't know, give him a chance, you know. And then Yoda's just there with that stiff face, just, you know. He's like, oh gosh, I can't believe I have to teach this kid. Gosh,
Yeah.
Perhaps one of the only Jedi's in the galaxy.
At that period, I think
there were technically a few more out there.
Yeah.
But that was the ones that we knew of, at least, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Order 66, man, killed a lot of Jedi. That's sad. Oof. Oh man. But yeah, so I mean, it's interesting because we got to visit definitely a few planets, Hoth and Bespin and Dagobah, and I think the rest kind of takes place in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And by the way, I do think that the droids are as funny as ever. To add some what the movie experts say, comic relief, you know.
Yeah, this movie's got a lot of comic relief.
Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. And I just remember like just what pops up in my head is like when they're coming off of the ship, Han Solo, and they're trying to fight those, like, I don't know, those squid looking things on the ship.
Yeah.
Those things that fly and stuff, and they're inside of that worm, inside of the worm or whatever. And there's just one shot of these flying things. They're flying all over, and the weird thing was the C-3PO was inside, safe and sound, and yet his arms are all up. It's like going, whoa, you know, he's all scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it's so dumb, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just, I mean, I'm so glad that they added those little things.
He's always tilted.
Yeah. He's a goofy guy. He's a goofy guy.
He's annoying too.
Yeah, he can be annoying. Yeah, kind of like Jar Jar Binks, but maybe not as much as him.
Yeah, you don't know if you want to go that far.
I don't know if I wanted to go to that tonight. All right, no. But yeah, no, he's a cool guy. I think him and his companion R2. So.
Yeah.
That's,
I think R2 is always just talking trash though.
Oh,
every time I hear beeps, I just assume he's making fun of somebody or making some kind of sarcastic comment.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You never really kind of understand like how, like, is that like a different language or like, yeah, it's just kind of interesting how, I'm not sure. Luke understands him, you know, and of course C-3PO understands him, but I don't know. That's probably like a different language. I guess you just have to assume, you have to learn. But yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting for sure. By the way, I just want to say that all the actors here bring their A game. I think. I mean, just phenomenal acting across the board. Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill. Come on now, like this is great stuff here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just blown away, right? And same thing with Yoda too. I mean, the way they like perform the puppetry, and then of course the iconic voice behind Yoda too. I mean, it's just at times, it takes you back, takes you back to when you were a kid watching these movies, and it's great to kind of just relive the glory days. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
when I think of Yoda's voice, I think of it actually kind of makes me think of Lego Star Wars
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
I know,
But not
right?
like the game, the little action figures.
Yes, I had those too. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean there's definitely a lot to love about this movie. Um so much that goes on. But one thing that we do get to see again was Lando Calrissian. If we and it's great to even kind of go back, we kind of understood a lot more about what happened between them from Solo's Star Wars story
Yeah.
and how he met Chewbacca and Lando and all that stuff.
How he got the Falcon.
Yeah. And how he got the Falcon. And I think that was a pretty good movie. But it definitely, when you watch this movie again, like I was remembering all that stuff, and it definitely kind of even boosts this movie. It makes this movie more enjoyable, I think, because you understand a lot more of the backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is why I'm glad to be in this day and age where like we have a little bit more backstory behind the characters in these movies now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I feel like without that Anakin backstory, I wouldn't have cared so much about Vader in these 3 movies.
Oh.
But because then he's just like villain.
Right. Right. Yeah, he is.
And that's all he looks like, I feel like, to the people that watch these movies
Yeah.
in the 70s and 80s.
Right. Huh. That's true. Yeah, and I'm glad we didn't just get like half of the story. Today we're so glad to have we see the entire picture. We see
Yeah.
all 9 episodes, and some people say all 6 episodes because after 6 it went downhill. But no, it's great to see that this is an entire saga. It's a great saga, and there is one movie, in my opinion, that sticks out the most, and of course, it's The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, who doesn't love this movie? I mean, and I know if you're hearing or watching this, you already know that this is definitely up there for me. And I don't know, this movie just I can't get enough of. I mean, there's everything in this movie that I want from a Star Wars film, and that is why I can continue to watch it over and over again and not get tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the movie I go back to like if I just want to find a movie to watch while I'm eating or before I go to sleep. It's usually this.
Oh wow.
It's usually 5.
Yeah, right.
If I'm gonna watch a Star Wars movie, I would pick 5.
Okay.
I was like, I don't watch Star Wars like twice a week. Or
oh right. Well, me neither. Yeah, I always like to explore new movies and stuff like that. So, but yeah, all the time, whether it's Marvel, Star Wars, James Bond, I always throw on a movie when I'm watching or when I'm like cleaning or editing or whatnot. Just throw on a movie in the background all the time.
Is this your favorite from this trilogy?
From the trilogy, yep.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Top dog right here. This, I mean, from the trilogy standpoint, absolutely.
What would your rating for this first trilogy be then?
The first trilogy, what do you mean by like rating as far as like the other trilogies go, or?
No, just 1, 2, and 3 out of 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, which trilogy is better? Is that what you're saying?
Which movie from this trilogy?
Oh, 5.
5. And then 4, 6.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably
Yeah.
say that. I mean, if you want me to rank these, yeah, I
Yeah.
would say, yeah, 5, 4, 6. I'd say that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Are you along the same lines or?
Might put 5, 6, 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, you know what? I don't care as long as number five's on top, you know?
Yeah.
uh, I know it's a whole nother podcast, but I mean, it for number 6, just for me, it's just the beginning just drags too much for me. I just,
6.
yeah, yeah. That's why I just like, I can't like have it. I mean, it's a good movie still, but I'm like, they spend too long in Jabba's palace, you know?
I just love Jedi Luke. I think he's
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
I got
Absolutely.
some beef with that movie because
Right.
this was actually my first. 6 was actually my first time even seeing Star Wars on a screen.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Even though I watched like 5 minutes of it,
Okay.
but it was when uh, the Ewoks were in the battle, and one
Oh.
Ewok gets shot, and the other Ewok starts crying or something because he's
Oh
dead.
my gosh, I remember.
And I remember watching, like, mom watching it, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh!" And then she was like,
Oh.
"If it's too sad, go to your room." And I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh. Oh my
"Okay."
gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my
I
gosh.
think I went to my room.
Oh my gosh.
But
Oh
then I
shoot.
think when she watched 5, that's when I was like, "Oh, this is really cool. I want to
Yeah,
continue watching these."
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, that's why 5 literally has everything. Like it's got everything. It's got
Yeah,
what the Force is, what it isn't, who is the Empire, who's Han Solo, what did he do, who's Princess Leia. I mean, it's got everything you want from a Star Wars film. You
yeah.
know, I have never talked to one person that says, at the very least, this movie is okay. Like
I can
everyone
agree with that.
agrees with that statement that at the very least, The Empire Strikes Back is okay. I've never heard anyone say The Empire Strikes Back is a horrible movie.
No,
There's hardly anyone out there, right?
yeah,
At least everybody I know has said that, agrees with that statement. So, I mean, come on now. And if you haven't seen this movie, come on. We practically spoiled it for you, but get out there and watch it. So, oh, geez. Oh, man. Is there anything we're missing from this film at all? Or oh, one more thing. Just like every Star Wars movie, this score, the music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
It's got some of the best music
Yes.
in any sci-fi movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's got a great score.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Man, this guy. Oh, what's his name too? I forgot his name. I should remember his name, and I don't remember the guy's name. A famous composer.
Yeah.
What was his name? Do you remember?
No.
Oh gosh. Oh, biscuits. I remember. Oh,
I do
shoot.
know it,
I should know his name,
or
but
I should
forgot.
know it.
I forgot his
Yeah.
name. But anyway, he's been writing these Star Wars scores from episode 1 to 9, and he always does a fantastic job. And all I'm getting here, John Williams. There we go. I was just getting a bunch of actors scrolling on IMDb here. But
I almost said George Lucas. So
oh gosh, no, that's
that
the
would've
director. No, that's the
Yeah.
director. Oh gosh, yeah. But he's a fantastic. It's interesting because he stepped back from directing this film.
Yeah.
He directed the number 4 here,
Yeah.
but not number 5. So he was just the writer. But I think that was a wise choice because the director here definitely brought fantastic. I don't really know him very much. Irvin, what is it? K. I don't know his last name, but yeah, I mean he brings it home for sure. But yeah, John Williams, shoot. If there's anything to love about Star Wars, it's the music.
I agree.
Yeah, and you get the iconic theme song of Darth Vader too. So, and man, you just hear that music come on, and it's like, man, here comes the big bad boy, man. He's coming out. He's gonna take care of business. Yeah. You know, something I really love about Darth Vader is that if one of his crew members fail him, all he does is just choke the heck out of him, and then he gets another guy and puts him in command.
Yeah, he's got.
You notice that?
Gosh. He's got a little bit of an anger issue.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Just a little bit of anger issue right there. Shoot, man. Yeah, I think that was hilarious. That, I mean, I didn't understand. I mean, for some reason, it didn't like pop in my head until the latest viewing. I realized, like, oh my gosh, this guy, he's just killing his crew members.
Yeah.
And then putting someone else in charge. He did that like 3 times in this movie. I'm like, oh my gosh. Ruthless. Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, they're just, I'll just get another one.
Yeah. Kind of he's just gonna easily replaceable. Don't mess around with Darth Vader, because you better do what he says or else you're dead. So
yeah.
He does not care. He does not care. So
okay, look at his face.
Yep, that's right. He's just got the same straight face. And one thing, I don't know if you've noticed, but like every movie, his suit kind of changes a little bit.
Yeah.
So do you kind of like this new? This one is, I don't know why, it's just so shiny.
It is really shiny.
Yeah. It looks really good though.
Yeah.
Good suit. Yeah. But yeah, even to this very day, I'm like, dang, this thing's shiny. Holy cow.
His suit, I guess I didn't really see the difference. Or I've never looked for the difference between 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think number 4, it's a little more dull for some reason, but I'm not sure. I guess he just has a closet that he has and changes between movies. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this one's pretty cool. It definitely strikes fear in people's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, is there anything else that we're missing, you think?
I don't think so.
No. I think we hit all the major points, all the major crevices. We don't have to get too detailed here, but yeah, well, I guess we'll just move on to our ratings if we don't got nothing else to add.
Is it out of 5?
So on the Entertainology Podcast here, we do a rating system of the alphabet. So it's alphabet. Like kind of like school, like F, it's just a C. We say like a C is like an average movie.
All right.
And then an A+ is like the best movie ever. Like wow, blown away. But before we get into those ratings, let's roll this ad. Have you ever wanted to start a podcast? Well, let me tell you, Podbean has the perfect hookup for you. All you have to do is go to podbean.com/etfree1, and they're going to get you hooked up to do a 1-month free trial, and they're going to distribute your podcast onto all sorts of different podcast platforms. So do not lose out on this deal. Go and give it a try. Do you have a small business or something that you are looking to promote? Well, let me just tell you, Podbean has the perfect hookup for you as well. Just go to sponsorship.podbean.com/etfree1 and they will get you hooked up to give you up to a $100 free credit to use for your advertising purposes. So don't lose out on this deal. Go and give it a try. And we're back from that ad. Thank you so much. Please support it. Please support the podcast. So before we get to our ratings here, let's see what other people thought about this movie. Let's start with IMDb. The IMDb fan score is an 8.7 out of 10. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? 8,
like a B+.
0.7 out of 10. Well, I guess something like that, I guess. But that's like out of like whatever, 100,000 views, Yeah. So, I mean, sheesh. That's a lot. I'm going to pull up Rotten Tomatoes here.
Have you ever looked at 1-star review of a movie you really liked just to see?
Absolutely. I totally have. Because it's always interesting to me, like, and I completely respect their opinion. Like, and I'm sure, I ask the same for people that are watching. Like, some movies that I hate, maybe someone loves, Some movies that I love, some people hate.
You should see what a 1-star review
says. Gosh. Oh, geez. That might spark some more conversation. Let's see. Hold on. Let me read this real quick. On Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is a 95% certified fresh. Wow. And the fan score is a 97%. Sheesh. That is high up there.
That is pretty high.
That is really high. Holy cow. And by the way, on IMDb, the 8.7 out of 10 is from 1.4 million reviewers. So that's fantastic score. That's fantastic. Do you think we should read a 1-star review? Just kind of. I'm curious now. Just
out of curiosity.
Out of the curiosity, of for the sake of movies. I don't know if it's gonna let me read one, because I'm clicking on it here and it's not letting me read it here. Oh, no, it's not letting me. Well, that sucks.
Well,
I guess we'll have to save it for another day.
You tried.
I tried. I guess the force is not letting me do it. All right. Well, that's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles today. All right. Well, now that we've heard what other people thought about that, I mean, let's go ahead and give our ratings and why. Yeah. Would you like to go first, or?
Sure.
Okay.
I think I would give it an A-.
Oh, okay.
Like a 92% or so. I feel like that's pretty high.
It is still very good, yeah.
And not because I'm saying they messed anything up. Because, I mean, there's some parts in there where they're just a little odd to me.
Okay.
Like the sibling kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the Yoda puppet was a little odd.
Yeah. Droopy eyes.
But it's not really the acting or the score, the story. It's just little nitpicky things. I hate giving something a full A+. So
right.
I'd say like an A- is probably where I'd set it.
Okay. I respect that. Yeah. Well, I might blow you away with this one then.
All right.
Because I mean, I'm just gonna say it. This is my favorite Star Wars movie. It really is, and I can not see anything higher than this movie. I mean, this is in actually this movie itself is in the top 10 of my favorite movies of all time. And I've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of movies. But I mean, everything is there that not just from what I want to see from a Star Wars movie, but from a movie. Everything, it's all there. And so, I got to give Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back an A+.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's a masterpiece.
How many A+ have you given your podcast?
Man, I do not know. If I were to say roughly, I'd maybe just say like 4, maybe.
4?
Because I know Top Gun Maverick made it on there. I don't know if I gave Knives Out an A+. I don't think so. No, I think it was just the Top Gun Maverick. Yeah.
Really?
I'm trying to remember another A+, but like I'm trying to remember maybe Spider-Man 2. I might have gave that one an A+. I just don't remember. Yeah. Yeah. So this is definitely rare. I haven't given A+. I don't just give A+ out just because. No, I give A+ out. Oh, I actually gave an A+ to this one too.
Okay.
I actually really enjoy The New Hope. You can listen to that podcast too, guys. So go ahead and try it out. But I really love The New Hope too. And every time I watch it, it's just amazing. But in terms of like which one is better, I'd say The Empire Strikes Back takes the cake. Oh yeah. It's got something special in there. Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to add or say? Are you good?
I'm okay.
All right. Cool.
Just thinking about Yoda. Still.
What about Yoda? His droopy eyes or what?
No, just funny.
Yeah,
he just looks funny.
He is very funny, and he kind of looks funny too. Yeah. Have you ever seen the little YouTube video of where they do the bad lip sync readings?
Yeah.
And him and Luke Skywalker do like this song rockin' and rollin'.
Yeah, I saw. I also
saw.
saw.
What does the song say? Seagulls or something like that. Seagulls poke at my head or something. I don't know.
Oh, I did watch that.
Oh, seagulls stop it now or something like that. Yeah.
I think it's because on the way here I was watching a couple short YouTube videos on this movie.
Oh yeah.
And when I clicked on the shorts, there was like a Yoda. I don't know if it was some PC game or something, but the Yoda was just at the bar drinking and
oh my god,
yelling about being divorced and losing custody of his kids in the Yoda voice. And it was that's what I've been thinking about this whole podcast is that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Yoda has just a fantastic, iconic voice too. A lot of people like to impersonate that voice, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
Give me your best Yoda impression?
Oh no, I don't think I can do that. No, no way.
I think I did one earlier.
Oh yeah, you did it way better than me. Way better than me. Yeah, you did a great job. Yeah, fantastic job. Can we just get an applause? By the way, can we just? Yeah, let's just. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add a fake applause in there. No, you can't hear it now, but you'll hear it later.
I heard crickets.
No. You want me to put crickets?
No.
Geez, no. Oh man. Well, yeah. Well, it's certainly been a pleasure having you on the Entertainology Podcast. I hope.
Yes, sir.
I hope you had a great time, and well, we can't wait to have you back next time.
All right.
Maybe for Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Maybe for Nacho Libre.
Oh God, we did that already.
Oh,
sorry. Oh, geez, yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry, there's plenty of movies out there we haven't done though. So yeah, you're in luck. All right. Well, guys, thank you for listening or watching the Entertainology Podcast. If you can, please leave a like, comment down below what you thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let us know down in the comments section on YouTube. Or leave a 5-star review. You can let us know as well on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That would really be appreciated. Yeah. Well, we can't wait to have you again next time, sir.
all right.
Yep. All right. Well, see ya.
See ya.
Peace out.